Mitch, how are you, my man? Welcome.
Great
Welcome
day. Thank
How are
you,
we
sir.
doing?
It's good to be here. Great to be here. Excited. Let's win some money today.
Our guy Mitch is in the middle of an all-time day. His European club team, well, one of two because he's a Schalke fan as well. Man U just scraping out a 1-1 away tie, very valuable in the UEFA Champions League. But we are not in UEFA territory. We are in CONCACAF territory, where the Champions League that really matters is being played, and Merchel will be out there braving the weather, as a reporter, and with all the other great people, great PIDS fans, in a literal must-win in CONCACAF Champions League. So on this special day, Merchel, we figured we'd have you on. So welcome, and I look forward to mining your beautiful mind with Kentucky bets, EPL bets, PIDS, and anything else, because everyone is an asset for DNVR bets. Whatever you are into, we can translate that into wins. So
yeah,
excited.
I just had a nice little weekend. I had an anytime goal scorer parlay hitting that Avs game. Kentucky won me some big money. Caught them at good odds before Auburn and Tennessee lost for the SEC title. Caught them at plus 1,200 for the title, which is a pretty sweet little future bet there. Those are down to almost plus 800 now, so grab that while you can. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited for tonight. Should be good. I expect there to be a lot of goals. I know it's against kind of traditional viewing of the cold, but I think it's going to be a 4+ goal game total.
Interesting. PIDS minus 285 favorites at home against Comunicaciones. So the book very high on what the PIDS can do. Let's get into your big three, though. Those are some interesting proclamations you're making there.
Yeah.
Mitch. So we might as well get right into this game and into your picks related to the Rapids. And then you've got a Rams pick in there as well. So break it all down for us.
Yeah. Well, Makar, anytime goal, he kind of had a bad game last time. I know our boy Yaya was frustrated. He had a over 2.5 shots bet that didn't hit. And there's no McKinnon. They're on the road. It's been a long road trip. I think he'll come through. He's due for a game, so might as well get the plus 210 on that. CSU playing Wyoming up the road in Fort Collins. Big game, huge game. Moby has been an insane atmosphere this year. I'm scared of the spread, but I'll take the money line, no problem. I think last I saw it was at 6.5, so I'll take the money line at minus 280. Bank a little bit, and then tonight, actually, this was thanks to the prediction in our last DNVR Rapids podcast. He said 3-1 Rapids tonight, so that's what I'm calling as well. And this right here, both teams to score, no drop, plus 190.
Very interesting. Value all over the place. We usually don't allow minus 200 bets here, Mitch, but you're making up for it with the +2 and the plus in the 190s. If I pressed you for it, would you take the Rams against the spread or Wyoming? Those 6.5.
Sorry, Dre, cut out. Rams against who?
No, Rams, Wyoming, that spread 6.5. Yeah. What side would you lean on specifically for the spread?
Oh, man, Wyoming, I think. I don't know. In my big three originally, I would take I also had another one like that where I like the Kentucky money line tonight, but I didn't like 7.5 points for LSU. Or I didn't like them to cover 7. I liked LSU at 7.5. Same thing. I think Wyoming's pretty good. They've been living at the top of the Mountain West all season. It's going to be a battle. I mean, the last, I think 3 of the last 4 CSU games have come down to the last 5 seconds. So scared of the points. Let's take the money line and hope Roddy has some heroics late and pulls out a win for the Rammies.
I like it. I too
Yeah.
would be leaning towards Wyoming. I was actually kind of stunned. Justin Michael and I were talking about the Rams' future to win the Mountain West. They basically need to go perfect these final 3 games. Went out. They were at plus 2,500 when we were talking about it yesterday morning. They are at plus 900 today. So a massive jump. Yeah. And that's with Boise State barely winning against San Diego State yesterday in a 1-point win, which actually prevented the show yesterday from going 6-0, just 5-1. Forgive us
still money in the pocket.
Just not quite the perfect run, but nervy tight games is what I'm anticipating all day in Colorado sports. Let's go to my big 3 because I do think the cold impacts things. I'm expecting under 2.5 goals. I think if the Pids can get an early lead and it's 2-0 or so, the game doesn't break open because then the Pids kind of shut it down. I think Comunicaciones will try to kind of shut it down, make it a nervy, tense game right from the get. And I think the weather conditions are going to make this really miserable all around, with the added factor that they're not allowed to wet down the field. So the ball, I really don't know how much momentum the ball is going to have. So I expect a slop fest. In fact, I'm kind of surprised that the Rapids are such big favorites when you have this kind of weather in play. Hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully they come out and just absolutely murder them. But, after what we saw in the last game, the fact that they're still trying to figure it out up front, Comunicaciones is pesky. I think I like the under here. So
interesting.
It's it gives me feelings of like old Champions League games from when I was a kid in Moscow with an orange ball playing in the snow, where just busting out 1 goal before the 90 minutes were up.
I will say Mark Anthony Kaye and Jonathan Lewis, our Canadian boyos, were just playing a run of games with the national team in a comparable weather. So maybe they're in form for this and can get us. And maybe it's those 2 goals that you're talking about, and that's the 2-0, and your bet hits.
Right. And the other thing is the Rapids are still kind of figuring things out up front, with Kellen Acosta out, Cole Bassett out, still figuring things out with Max and the forwards and what have you. But man, I am excited for Max. I will say that. I actually might be, if I could, and the CONCACAF Champions League props aren't the greatest, I would actually take some Max props, but I might have to save that for MLS time. Then give me the Avs over 3.5 goals, Red Wings, backup goalie in place. This I do not expect to be close and nervy. I expect the Avs to really go out and whip some ass. And I'm mining the shots on goals leaders in the NHL, and Kyle Connor is great value. He's one of for the Winnipeg Jets, he's one of the top guys in the league, and he's one of the few guys averaging right around 4.5 shots on goal per game that you can actually get, not at 4.5 like Austin Matthews, Ovechkin, Nathan McKinnon. You can get Connor at 3.5, and that's been hitting at basically a 2 to 3 rate. I think it was 11-4 the last 15. So he's really been abusing that prop, and that's done us well lately. So we're going to keep riding that out with kind of a new name every day. And there you go. So
I like it. I mean, that's the secret right now. And our the other half of the merch department, Riley, has been really good about those sneaky little props that DraftKings doesn't seem to always do their homework on. So that's where you can make some money for sure. I love that, finding the average shots on goal and taking because if he's averaging 4.5 a game, that should be a 4.5 line, and it's free money if it's 3.5. So I love that.
No, every year there's 3 to 5 guys in the NHL who you can find their number at something lower. Mitch, for our guy Mike Trout, that last line you gave out, both teams to score, no tie. Mike Trout was asking, is that a parlay or a prop?
That is just a straight bet on DraftKings. It's a prop. Yep.
Beautiful. Austin, Mikko over 3.5 shots, feeling it. My stupid fantasy app was having Mac listed as out. Yep, there you go. So yeah, Mikko would be nice. Kadri would be nice. Landy, who's the one guy set at 2.5 with Cale Makar, would be nice. I mean, Kale's points, power play points was a damn near guarantee in the month of January. That really slowed down in February, but that's always a nice one, especially if against a team that they should really outclass, let's say, in the Red Wings. So those are all props I'm looking at with the Avs. And of course, looking at all these glorious props in the king of sportsbooks, DraftKings Sportsbook right now can place an NBA future, and then the team you bet on, you got to bet at least 25. You can bet 50. It's tiered. And then every regular season win, the team you select to win a future wins. You get $1 back in free bets. And there's another caveat to it. That's really intriguing and one that I'm trying to explore. We've also got, as always, for new users, bet 5 to win 150, I believe, on an NBA market of your choosing right now. NBA finally back. And of course, DraftKings Sportsbook, the official sports betting partner of the NBA. No, that's $1 to win 150 in free bets. That's a great deal. And of course, you sign up now, use that code DNVR. They will match your first deposit bonus up to $1,000 when you use that code DNVR. Only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Must be 21 or older. Colorado only. Bonus comprised of first deposit bonus and a first bet match, each up to $500. Deposit bonus requires 25 times playthrough. Restrictions do apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700. All right, Mitchell.
Yes, sir.
We're back. We've got a ton of Colorado teams, so that means we need to make an all Colorado parlay. That's kind of a must. Yeah. We already have plenty of options on the board. And then I want to get into anything else that's got you frisked up, including maybe some MLS. You like that one, huh? Some MLS
Frisky
futures, and including the season opener against LAFC, where we already have lines. So let's start, though, with an all Colorado parlay. As mentioned, we've got the Pids, we've got the Rams, and we've got the Avs. Pids, we got to find something we can both agree on, because we're clearly at odds with the amount of goals that will be scored in this one. So let's start there and figure this out. Figure this thing out.
Yeah, let's look at
do we take them to advance?
I think that's probably the safe. I mean, especially if we're building out a parlay, you might as well just put the safe one in there. I think both our bets will hit with advancing, so that's a nice little meet in the middle. That works for me. What do you? Where are you thinking?
Yeah, and see, with the CONCACAF Champions League, we gotta adjust here. That doesn't look like it's an option, which would be intriguing to see what that would be set at.
We could just lay down those favorites. Avs, Colorado, Avs, Rapids, Rams, favorites, all favorites, winners.
An all faves parlay. I actually could see that. Man, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. I'm with it. Let's start.
Yeah.
Actually, let's start with Rapids and Rams, and then since we feel probably safe to say most bullish about the Avs, then with the Avs we can kind of choose our own adventure. The early Avs game, folks,
Yeah, I like
so
that.
get in on it while you can. How about this? Rapids money line minus 285, which again, the book knows something I don't know on that one. Rams money line minus 280, and I've got good Rapids vibes this time around. Last Thursday, bad Rapids vibes. We were coming off a perfect Wednesday of Colorado sports. Everyone was fit, Buffs, Rams, Pids, all favored going into the Thursday slate. RK felt like the Buffs were going to screw it up. I felt like the Pids were going to screw it up. Unfortunately, it happened. So this time I have good vibes. So I'm not trying to, I'm not, and then
My
Avs,
that's not going to happen. I love the parlays too, baby. We'll build those up. You're going to need RK to come back for that one.
Calling me out as a sweet boy is crazy talk right here. I am a value hunter. I won't let Yaya pull up the dog, the value hunter. But everyone knows. And then let's go Avs 60-minute. Take care of the Red Wings. Easy breezy. Minus 155. Yeah. That's plus 201.
There you go. We're already making money.
Boom. The 3-leg parlay I gave out yesterday was almost plus 400. Longer shot for the book for my parlay yesterday to hit, and it did, than for Aaron Rodgers to be the Broncos' next quarterback. Think about that. Put that into perspective just a little bit, kids. So there you go. That's
the Rapids. You can get a prop on DraftKings for your bet. Rapids win and under 2.5 for plus 205.
Oh,
which is pretty decent value if you are sold on the cold.
Rapids win and under 2.5 at plus 205 in the game parlay.
And that gets rid of the minus money on just a Rapids winning. Mm-hmm. And that helps your cold storyline and just boosts those up a little bit.
That's a nice one.
Gussies it up, as they say.
Oh, wow. And look at this. If you opt in on this Wyoming CSU, bet the spread and get $3 every time your team makes a 3. Man, kind of sucks that we're both on Wyoming for the spread, though.
What's it at? 6.5?
6.5. Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm scared. It scares me away. I don't know.
It's going to be close and nervy, guys. I don't know what to tell you. It's a border war. Like, give some
Yaya's correct. Yaya's prediction for tonight. Sorry, I'm still on these props for the game tonight for the Pids. Yaya, you're calling 3-1. That is plus 10,000. Throw $1 on that. Throw $2.
Is it really plus 10,000?
Yeah, 3-1 correct score bet. Correct score bets are by far my favorite bet right now. You can get crazy value on them. To throw $1 on it, $2 on it, it's pretty rad.
I'm a big corners guy. The line set at 9.5.
Oh, sorry. It's plus 1,100. I was looking at Comunicacions winning 3-1. Rapids winning 3-1 is plus 1,100. That makes a lot more sense.
I need stats, official DNVR account, whoever you may be. I need official stats.
No stats, just vibes, dude. No stats.
Just vibes. That kind of is, unfortunately, the motto of this show, and I am very much to be blamed for that. Total corners 9.5.
I'm looking at that.
I found Mitch.
Yeah.
how do I put this in nice terms? The sloppier or lower the level of soccer prowess on the field, the
Which is,
more corners we find.
I think that's minus 125. That's a pretty good bet. I would take that.
Minus 125. Let's do it. I'm all in on
Lock that
all
in.
the action I can get on the PIDs. Speaking of action on the PIDs, LAFC taking on the Rapids in LA on Saturday. PIDs plus 400 dogs. I'm sure you guys will break this down on the pod or have more of it, but kind of early read on this. LAFC favored to win the league at plus 650, which feels kind of crazy. I want to get into some future talk too.
Ooh, yeah.
But yeah, any thoughts on this early line, man?
I mean, I want to just throw some money strictly just because plus 400 is nice.
Totally.
I think it's a scary game, but plus 400 is pretty nice. You can get some goal scorer action as well, which might be fun. Kellen Acosta in a revenge game is plus 1,000 or plus 300 anytime, plus 1,000 first.
Wow.
Yeah,
that'd be a play right there. Jeez.
But the plus 300, I like that for him. Plus 350. And then Jonathan Lewis plus 320. I like that as well. He's been getting some chances.
Yeah, Jay Lou's a guy I like a whole bunch. Mark Anthony K plus 500. Max plus 600.
Oh, geez. You're going to have to talk me off some ledges this season about Max. Man, I'm so sold. That I've watched that 10-minute YouTube highlight of Max 1,000 times.
That's great stuff. It's great stuff.
Look at the DNVR coming through.
Look at the DNVR account spitting straight fire for us right now. Only maybe the mystery man or woman running the DNVR account, only they would find this interesting. But Philip Mayaka to score plus 700.
Interesting.
Just saying. I
don't even think it's odd that he even has a line to score. I don't think he's going to be in the 18.
It's very odd, but
DraftKings knows something that we don't.
Don't they always?
That's actually true. That is.
So I think the boys will be happy to be in LA, warm up a little bit, in that SoCal weather. Also, I think it is a massive advantage that they've already had 2 competitive league games to kind of figure some things out, So I don't know. Rapids or the draw both seem intriguing here. Plus 280, draw no bet, Rapids. Regular time on the PIDs.
I like that plus 400. I mean, it's enough plus for me to say, even if I'm not confident in the win, it's worth it. It's worth the investment. And exactly like you said, and by then that'll be 3 weeks with Max and Brian Acosta in with the team. Two games, like you said, plenty of training sessions, travel. They traveled all the way to Guatemala and back. They'll travel to LA and back, get some team bonding, ease in, and then you'll see Max just dishing out assists to our guy Jay Lou and hit that plus 320 anytime goal scorer.
Oh my gosh. That'd be amazing.
Man, I'll say this: DraftKings is not confident in the Rapids scoring goals in this game. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 goal scorers before you get to a Rapid and the anytime goal scores.
Yeah. I mean, LAFC to have a clean sheet plus 175. That's
that is not a bad bet.
Yeah.
Look, I'm as hyped. I'm not as down on the scoring the Rapids as a lot of the Rapid community is right now, but not a terrible bet. Not a terrible bet. I haven't scored a goal yet this year, so I mean, that'll change tonight. That'll change tonight.
Yeah. Or the under will hit, one or the other. We'll figure that out.
Oh, Dre.
I feel like you made a really strong case for my under pick just now. But just saying. So as mentioned, LAFC plus 650 to win the MLS this season. Rapids plus 1400. I will be sprinkling Toronto FC at plus 1600. This is an appreciating asset. Their best acquisition won't be joining till the summer window hits. So, first couple months they'll be behind the 8 ball, but I think it's an Eastern Conference that's more winnable now. I don't expect the Revolution, who'll be losing some real talent, to be as good. I think NYCFC could be losing some talent in that summer window, which could weaken them. And there are rumors in Italy that other big signings could be made by Toronto FC, who's kind of
another one I like futures wise. Carlos Vela plus 1,000 top goal scorer. That is nice. Give me that right now.
That stood out to me too. And if the book is so high on LAFC this year, I think Carlos being top 5 is really nice, especially when, there are guys in this ahead of him who, again, might not be in the MLS after the summer window, right?
Orango, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I like that. Probably the best. Shaqiri, you might as well throw $1 on that at plus 3,500. Not terrible.
Yes. That's Shaqiri of Chicago Fire, not Shakira for our less MLS literates.
His hips lie.
His hips lie. Big time lying hips. Love that.
If you really wanted to take a long shot, throw a dart. That's probably as far down the list as I would go. Higuain at plus 2,500 isn't terrible either. But yeah, I think Vela at plus 1,000 is going to be your best futures bet for the top goal scorer. And I agree with you on Toronto in terms of trying to find value on the board. I mean, honestly, LAFC at plus 650 is safe. And will pay pretty nicely if you're willing to wait until October for a bet to pay out.
I think you're a 0 short. Yeah. Or mystery man DNVR account. But yeah, the FC Dallas plus 4,000. Yes, there you go.
There it is.
I guess I could see it. I could see
They've had a nice off season. They've spent a lot of money. That generally in the MLS translates to wins. So there's haves and haves nots. So
and that academy is an all-timer. I mean, all-timer.
Yeah. That's my guy Weston McKinney came out of there.
Pepe, right?
Pepe.
Breck Shea, my boy. Breck Shea. Kellen Acosta. I think this summer the Burgundy boys might be all getting a match in Breck Shea, the old middle hawk. Middle hawk? Yeah, you
I don't have any hair to do that with. Otherwise, I would.
That's an honorary middle hawk. We'll get you a Breck Shea tattoo right down the middle of your skull. I don't know how your wedding lines up, but I think after the wedding. Okay, we got him. After the wedding, we're all getting the Breck Shea. That's beautiful. You guys should Google image Breck Shea. It's great stuff. It's amazing stuff. So
he's a beautiful.
Wow, that's a lot of MLS picks. That's a Safeman's all Colorado parlay, which we do not do per Mike Trout's slander. Congrats to you, Murchel, for keeping me honest and making me go Safeman's.
Why not?
Unders and goals, Wyoming spreads, whatever your picks may be, even if they're slightly against our home teams, we know that in your heart, you'll be rooting for the home team, and in your account, you'll be profiting off of what you know, which is all that matters. Best of luck today. Sir. Go Pids. Go, baby. Let's go. Let's go, Rapids. Let's go. Let's go. We want some more Champions League football. Let's bring it home. Let's go. Come on. Cold weather. Follow Mitch. Follow Yaya. Follow DNVR Rapids. All the great coverage and all our other great accounts. So that's out. I can't get too much more hyped. Yaya, cut this off. We'll be.